Ronoh Ramsey here. Hey everybody, welcome to Debbie's and Dips. This is basically where Debbie the chef gets down and dirty in the kitchen as I prepare and show you guys what you wish you could do but you could never. I didn't see you recording them. And this is our kitchen. Oh my god, this is not my house. Helicopter! I should walk on my side view. Today will be prepared. Let me start again. You just gotta wash your hands. There's a whole pandemic going outside. Really? You don't wash your hands? For reals? But before this story time, obviously I'm gonna be showing you guys how to make my favorite new cereal, which is Nutri. You might have seen this in the store, you might have not tried it, but right now in here is where I show you guys how to make it and how to enjoy it. I'm gonna be sipping it through the story time because it's a lot of tea. Let's go through it. One, it's easy to make, just takes 2 minutes, literally, that's why it's called Nutri Quick. Number two is because if I perform my other duties in the kitchen, I don't know if you guys will still have stable household, you know, I'll have a little business calling and stuff, but it comes in 2 flavors, vanilla and strawberry, but because we're icy girls, we're gonna be doing strawberry. I almost burned my kitchen down and burned my entire apartment down, so we are going to look at the preparation steps this time. That was right here the first time that I used it, clearly. Number one is open the bag. That done. Oh, this is the best part, fellas. So once you're in the kitchen, you want to locate where exactly your utensils are. So what I like to do is this stretch is able to, that's not even the utensils, damn. Sunday, I'm shining like all the way. We have a cup here, and we're gonna put in 2 cups of beautiful Nutri strawberry quick coming right at you through your screen, motherfucker. 1. You know what they say about the kitchen? If you're not making a mess, you're not making a dash. Number 3. Lovely. I have to get some water boiling. So you guys have been asking for an update on my life. I'm currently with the Nutri and my cup, and then we have the water boiling. I'll keep you guys updated. Also make sure to like this video and I decided to put it while it's boiling to get a way better, more consistency. And put in all the powder. Get into this. Oh, it really smells like strawberry. My knees are not really cooperating. I might pass out right now. Oh, I love that consistency. Deal. Let's get right into this story time. As you know by the title, we are going to be discussing one of the many regrets I've had in my past life, but this one must be top number 1 because I dated a Strath boy for 2 months. And I'm gonna be telling you guys all about it, how I ended up being even friends with one of the girls he cheated on me with, and we are really tight right now, by the way, and she had a baby shower the other day. Big shout out. Without further ado, let's get right into this story time. As you know by the title, I met one of the biggest liars, one of the biggest players, and disgusting ew. No one likes that anymore. So I hope you've changed. I'm exposing you. Let's call this guy James. And James used to go to Strathmore at the time. This is in 2018 when I met him. And he was a friend of my coworker. So she often used to like mention him. And plus he was tall and fine, girl. I was ready to risk it all. So I'm normally 5'8", 5'8", 5. I think I'm 5'9" now in terms of height. So getting someone who's as tall as me is very rare. So I normally like, you know, really like someone taller. So anything that I might say in this story that makes me look like a clown, I need you to come back and refer to this point that he was tall. Thanks. But she often used to mention him. I wasn't interested really, but I just used to hear her out because she's like, oh, he's fine. I'm like, oh, okay, like, you can, cool. So one time in 1824, yes, I used to go to 1824 on Thursdays and Sundays. There was an era that I'm not very proud of. Actually, let's forget about it. Whoop, zap, forgotten. I was chilling with a friend of mine. We went to 1824 to have a good time, you know, drinks and ladies. So obviously good music, good vibes. And this guy passes me. So I noticed him because obviously my coworker had been mentioning him and showing me his pictures. So I realized that it's him, but I didn't say hi or anything. I just brushed it off. I was like, oh, that's James. Okay. So then he came back again and he's like, hi, Ronoh. And I said, well, hey. One of the worst mistakes I ever made. I should have just kept that to my damn self. He's like, can I get a picture with you? I'm like, sure. So we take a picture and he asked for my number as well. Talking and he wanted to join our table, and my friend had like already gone to the dance floor with some other guys. So I was just like, okay. So he came and joined me and we started talking and he actually was quite boring, and that should have been my reason to let him go. But I think because also it was Chipsy, in my brain I registered because he's cute, he must be interesting. So let's not discuss that conversation ever. Or I can't even remember a conversation that we had on that table, but for some reason I was interested. So anyway, so after some time, you know, we made out or whatever. In general, so I gave him my number, and that's that. Night is forgotten. That's the events of the first night, how we met, how everything went down. So the following day, he texted me. He was quite consistent. So he texted me. We started talking on text, and then I realized that he was love bombing me, but I didn't know it at the time. I just thought he must really like me, because he's telling me already that he likes me and he's just met me yesterday. This must be the guy that I've given sleepless nights. Come on, guys. Oh, I was the one to see the sleepless nights. Hold on now. He kept telling me he likes me and he wants us to meet up again as soon as possible if we can go for a date. And I said, you know what? I like your effort. Let's go. So on Friday, we set up a date in Two Rivers and we went. So we go to Art Cafe and I decided to order a Long Island, a cocktail. He also got a cocktail, and then we just started sipping and talking. Let me tell you guys, no content. Who had the content? I was toying and moiling, babes. And that should have been my reason to be like, you know what, maybe I don't want to go forward with this. But no, you know, just because I had a physical attraction to the person, I was enjoying this very boring meeting. It wasn't even a date anymore. I felt like, whoa, I might just sleep on you, you know? And it's not the liquor. Unabo, change. Don't let it happen again. On the table, I tried to come up with fun things to do so I can get to know him. There was really no fucking content, guys. I was fishing, I was like, so what did your dad used to do? Okay, so after cocktails, I decided let's go for a walk because he offered nothing, and I said, might as well. And I know, guys, this is the point I should have just been like, yeah, we're not really compatible. But I said, I like this. It's mysterious. Does it take time to unfold? Let's see. Walk, we enjoy each other's company, we start talking. So he starts asking me if I have any plans on like dating him or what's the plan. I'm like, we just see how it goes. Personally, like, I'm enjoying myself, I'm enjoying my time here. Lies! Why are you lying under the sun? But anyway, because I was desperate and very single, I was there fishing for every compliment to make it work. I pay for my own Uber. It's just embarrassing, guys. Oh my days. I know. He'd try call me and would. Do you know when you just know that there's nowhere this phone call is leading now? But they're still trying to call and you're saying, let me make it work. That's what it was like. So we tried to push a couple of phone calls. I tried to push at you know, to try and get to know him and stuff like that, because even the questions like he would ask me were so shallow, and I was just like, get me out of this matrix, babes, please. And another red flag that I noticed along the way was he literally was the first one to say he loves me. He kept on telling me he loves me. I'm like, okay. Every time like we hung up the phone, he's like, I love you. And I was like, bro, I don't even know your second name. Deadass. I could rob you right now in broad daylight. What do you mean you love me? It ain't adding up, babes. But the younger me was so infatuated, and babes, I was definitely in my feelings. In the second week, I was in my feelings, and I said, you know what, this man I must really have shaken his heart. I must be the girl you know how they say the it girl. No. He insists, after talking over the weekend, he insists that we meet again on Wednesday this time. And I tell him the only place I can go on Wednesday that I like is K1. So let's do K1 cocktails as well. He's like, I'm down. So Wednesday comes, we go out on our second date. This time, a homegirl of mine from Strath came and found us on the table. And she looked at me in my face. Like, she came, she said hi. And she looked at me, she's like, are you okay? And I think this should have been my sign to dip on niggas. That time I wasn't suspicious of anything, so I couldn't overread her, but she was like, you know, uncomfortable with the fact that I was sitting with this guy. I should have like known that was a sign, but I'm blind to you. At this K1 date is when now my gut began to tell me that this is the ghetto, because there was no depth in our conversation yet again, but this time it was like he wasn't even pretending, like he didn't have anything to tell me. Like, we would just talk about what was normal. And on Sunday, he tells me, yo, on Tuesday, I want to take you somewhere. Let me know. Just make sure you clear your schedule on Tuesday. So on Tuesday, I do the most and I clear my schedule. Keep that in mind. On Tuesday, I want to take you somewhere. And also, do you want to be my girlfriend? I'd really love to be your girlfriend. I said, why not? Like, I was already infatuated. I said, why not, sir? Sign me up. And at that time, my Snapchat only had like my friends. I never used to like give out my Snapchat to other people, just my friends. Bruh, I posted a video of us and a photo, and then I slept. I woke up on Monday and I found 5 screenshots on my story. At first, I was like, okay, obviously people are nosy, they're in my business again, don't let it happen. But I didn't overthink it, you know. On Monday evening, of course expecting him to either call me or to confirm the place I'm supposed to go or whatever the plan is, you know. I called him, he didn't pick up. And then finally, he texted me, he's like, please stop calling me, I'm in Nakuru. I said, huh? You're in Nakuru? So obviously I was like, Chabet, calm down, because this is clearly a test from the devil, clearly. So I start freaking out, and my friend is like, yo, just chill out, just sleep with it, forget about it, like Kesho, just see if he's gonna reach out, maybe he has a reason to be in Nakuru, blah blah blah. I was like, fine. Tuesday came, his phone was off. Wednesday came, his phone was off. Thursday came, his phone was off. Friday came, his phone was off. Saturday came, his phone was off. Sunday, his phone was on. So on Monday, a friend of mine who actually goes to school in Strathmore called me, and she's like, babes, you are the freaking laughing stock of every friend circle I know. And I said, don't we all love bad news? Babes, when you posted this guy, everyone like was laughing about it, because he is basically the bottom of the barrel and everyone knows it. So at first I was like, okay, thank you for this information, thank you so much, I'll get back to you later. I called him. This time his phone rings, and his phone has been off for like 5-6 days. This time his phone rings and he actually picks up, but on the last ring. And he's like, yo, sorry, I was in Nakuru, I'm back, babe, I'm so sorry, I just wanted to apologize. Are you serious? Like, are you serious? This is the bar. So we basically, there's no bar. So what you are saying really is there's no bar. The bar is no longer on the floor. There's no bar. Just like, I don't even, but I'm calm and collected because I barely knew him. I had never been to his house. I only went like on 2 dates with him, and we met up 4 times. I told him, yo, you better not be who I've just told you are, because if I find out this is who you are, like, I'm not kidding you, I'll cut you off. He goes on and on about saying how they're lying on him and they just want him, which didn't make any sense to me. I told him, yo, just give me till tomorrow. And so I decided to block him, and he kept on streaming me texts. I was like, nah, I'm not gonna open that. So the following day in the afternoon, I get a phone call from my homegirl who was our mutual. And she's like, this girl really wants to speak to you. Can I give you her number? I'm like, cool, no problem. And I'm like, what is it about? She's like, James. Don't you just love good news? But again, this guy must really be walking on the road just supplying penis. I'm like, I pick up the phone and I call her and she's like, hi, I'm gonna also edit her name out, although right now she's my friend. She's called Grace. Let's say Grace. So she's like, hi, my name is Grace and I wanted to talk to you about James. I'm like, okay. Mind you, this had been like, hey, James and I had been talking for 2 months. So she's like, yeah, it's Grace and I wanted to talk to you about James. By the way, are you guys dating? And I was like, at this point, I honestly don't even know. So tell me your side of the story. She's like, because we've been dating since last... The one phone call you don't want to hear. We've been dating for like 3 months now. And I just found out that you guys are dating through a screenshot. So I'm just confused and I decided to call you so that we can figure this out. And I'm like, are you sure it's the same guy? She's like, completely. Send me pictures of them on dates, screenshots. She sent me pictures, screenshots that they were talking literally. Like even the days that we were out, he still found a way to communicate with her. And I said, oh wow, this must be the pits. This must be definitely my end. This is the end. But what's funny is I wasn't invested. It was very short time, but the way this guy blew my mind. Every single thing he would text me, he would text her. Like, it's like he had a broadcast message and he sends one message and it goes to 10 girls, same form, everything, just no editing, no effort whatsoever. You all get Nikama, I'm Kenny. The brother took the one time when I was talking to him on the phone, the brother took his phone and started telling me how he's so down bad. This whole time she explained the same experience. Every time he would post her, he would block me. So we came to realize that every time he'd post us on our stories, we were the only motherfuckers viewing. So it's your picture, but it's just you seeing yourself, a reflection. Post me on Instagram, blocked me to post her on Instagram. Like, it was so weird. What's the case scenario now that you know, where it's now become a throuple, now 3 of us, so what's really going on? How long have you guys been dating? She's like, actually, I just found him cheating last week. She said after a concert she went to his house and found another girl in his bed and he still denied, saying that was his cousin and that the contraceptive that they had used was not his, that his friend was here earlier. Oh my god. So she left and that's how they broke up. And so she found out that I was dating him and she's like, girl, I'm just here to save you because he was cheating on me with you and on you with me and on us with her and them. I was so shocked. I was just like, you did all this for what? You did all this for what? What did you gain? A lot, but come on now. I was like, yo, let's scare him a little bit. Let's act like everything is normal and just post each other, meet up and take a picture with each other and post it because obviously he's going to view it. So that's what we did. We went out for coffee and we had a good time and she's a really good friend of mine up to today. She's actually in a very happy relationship and has a son now. And I'm here making YouTube videos about it. And we posted it on my story and we posted it on her story. We took a picture and we posted it up on the stories and he viewed it and I know that nigga had stopped because he blocked both of us with immediate effect. And the following week he was dating a new girl and the audacity was that on the date with that new girl he had worn the socks that my homegirl Grace had bought him. Whoa! Yes, please make sure you like and subscribe. Bye.